Actually, 2 minutes. We'll start. Already people are like late, late. My God. What's up, guys? Where are all those people who are saying it is not moving? It is not moving. Something was not moving. Where are you peoples who don't understand what consolidation phase is? So many people are disappointed, sir. It is not moving, sir. Why, sir? What, sir? Why is it not going up, sir? Why is it at 52, sir? What is this, sir? To all the people, what happened now? Like it's so difficult. I have to like constantly explain to people about the power of fundamentally good stocks. Like nothing will happen. Just relax. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. Time लगता है. It can't keep going up, no? थोड़ा ऊपर, थोड़ा नीचे, थोड़ा आगे, थोड़ा पीछे. It'll keep happening. My portfolio has gone to the moon. It seems nice, nice, nice. Good stuff, guys. One second. Yeah, RSCL and Pix also went up. Yeah, I was very happy with that. RSCL Pix, I think Pix went up by how much? Quite a bit. Why is money control not working for me? One second. Interesting. We'll start in 1 minute. Incredible. RSCL 20% upper circuit. My God. So Pix went up by 15, RSCL went up by 20. All my smaller bets also are going up. My slightly risky bets. Copran also went up by 5%. Tips finished its rally, I think. Nice rally it had. Okay, not bad. 1.8%. Explio. What happened to Explio? 5%. Dude, what? Nice, 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 nice. Okay, guys, disclaimer before we start anything. Thank you, Stephen, for reminding. Uh, Whatever we do here, it's not a big recommendation to buy or sell. Please do your own research. And because I'm not a SEBI registered advisor, so please do your own research and figure your stuff out. I only do research with people here. Okay, awesome. Bajaj Steel, I checked. I didn't like it so much, man. To be honest. Plus, I don't want to. I don't like staying with cyclical stocks. Because आज है कल नहीं है. It's little weird. for cyclical stocks. So I usually don't stay too much. That's why. How's Infobeans? Infobeans I liked, to be honest. I mean, I just bought it, I think on Friday. Looks good. Looks good from face value perspective. It looks good. So I just bought a lot today. Like I did some rebalancing today. I've cut down my stocks to totally 10 good stocks, like the core portfolio for 10 and 14 future bets. I have done totally 14. I have stopped my so total portfolio now is 24, out of which 10 are long term stable ones and 14 are futuristic bets. So that is what I have done. Yeah, Happiest Minds also is good. The SOIC video I'd shared here for you guys to look at, that's also quite interesting. I liked a few companies there. To be honest, I liked a lot of companies there. Pix was also there, by the way. I don't know whether you guys saw it. So Pix Transmission was there. I'm actually very heavy on Pix. Like almost 20% of my portfolio is currently on Pix right now. Let's see. HFCL, yes, someone was saying HFCL. I had actually gone through HFCL. Um, let me tell you what I found. I actually liked HFCL. Shit, it went up by 20%. Shit, I forgot to put HFCL in my list. Yeah, I actually liked HFCL. I'll tell you why. Because Mm, so if you look at the 5G perspective in the future, apparently they're very good. They're increasing their production capacity, and I mean overall it looked good, right? But it just didn't grow in the last few years, so that was a little scary. But I forgot. I don't know why this didn't come in my sheet, or did I miss out on this? Because I remember going through it yesterday in my weekend research. So all these new stocks I found in my weekend research, guys. Not new stocks, but a lot of people keep asking me questions and I keep going through so many stocks. I don't know how I missed HFCL. I'm quite disappointed with myself. Okay, I need to add HFCL tomorrow. Yeah, but I've got some crazy ones. I've got some crazy ones that I've got for future buys. Pix Transmission, RACL Gear Tech, Copran, all of them up today. Infobeans, Tips Industries, Olectra Green Tech also went up today. Birla Soft also good. Saregama fundamentally good. Kanchi Karpuram, something that I recently picked up today. It was either Karpuram or Mangalam Organics, but I went with Kanchi Karpuram because they just did an expansion recently. Prince Pipes, which I like, which is gonna do well. Aarti Surfactants, Explio is what I have in my future portfolio, and my core portfolio, which is my main portfolio, is Happiest Minds, Tata Alexi, Naveen Fluorine, Deepak Nitrates, CDSL, Vibhav Global, Subex, Loris, Dixon, and Acrisil. Top 10. Just imagine that, right? Top 10 looks so strong. Like each of them are fundamentally amazing. This is my top 10 portfolio. Each of them are fundamentally amazing. Each of them will go up minimum 2 to 3 times in their life in the next 5 years itself. Uh, so yeah, no, I'm not typing it, guys. It's too long to type. You guys, I think someone is recording anyway, so you guys can look at it. Yeah, disclaimer, nothing. I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just telling what I hold. Rest is up to you. There's one more I really liked, it was called Apollo Tricoat. Have you heard of Apollo Tricoat? Bloody got merged today, man. So sad. It actually got merged today. Yeah, it was really nice. What someone asked me a question. What did someone ask? Something they asked. Seems like Mumbai Indians IPL team, it seems. Yeah. It's too good, man. Okay, I'll repeat the core portfolio for a lot of people who don't know. Happiest Minds, very fundamentally strong. Tata Alexi, very fundamentally strong. Naveen Florian, fundamentally strong. Then you look at Deepak Nitrite, obviously fundamentally strong. You have CDSL because of the number of new demat accounts that have opened. CDSL will do really well in the future. Vibhav Global doing amazing with amazing margins, also doing really well. Subex, no comments, everyone knows it. Loris, my golden star bet, already given 100% returns. Hopefully, will give another 300% is what I'm expecting from Loris. Um, Dixon technology, something that you guys should look at with respect to 5G. Dixon is going to play a massive role in 5G. Subex and Dixon both are going to play a massive role in 5G. Okay, so you should have a look at this. And Acrisil, right? Acrisil is doing really well because of the construction space for at least 2 years, and also they've expanded their what do you call that? They've done some capex investment also. So this is the top 10 Mumbai Indians team. None of them, each of them, in fact, each of them are fundamentally solid. Each of them are in the mid cap to small cap section, right? And this is what I hold. It is not a recommendation for you guys to buy or sell. This is something that I hold, right? But just look at them for all the people who want to go through these stocks, right? These are my 10 fundamentally damn strong picks. And if you look at their history in this last 1 year, all of them have already gone up 50%. If some people have gone up more than 100%, like Crystal has gone up more than 100%. Subex has gone up more than 300, 400%. Laurus has gone up by 100%. Vibe still going up and up and up only. So you should do some research on them. It's really nice. These are very, very strong fundamental. See, there's many. The thing is, there are many strong fundamental picks. Okay, it's not like there are very few. There are many fundamental picks. But what I like to consider myself as a very good mid cap player. Okay, so everyone has this niche that they play with. A lot of people play with small cap. A lot of people play mid cap, and a lot of people play in large cap. I like stocks that are mid cap to large cap, right? Mid cap means I'll look at stocks anything about 10,000 market cap, which, and in my head is that can this 10,000 market cap company become a 1 lakh market cap company? That's all I look at. If the answer is yes, then I invest. For example, in uh, yeah, Dixon came down because of a stock split, Anshul. Now, if you look at Loris, right, when Loris was at 12,000 market cap, that's when I was investing in. Now, Loris is at what, 35,000, 37,000 market cap. Easily it'll hit 1 lakh market cap in the next few years, until and unless something fundamentally or the founder doesn't die or whatever. It's currently at 36,000. On mobile also is doing well, but I didn't fit it in my core portfolio because on mobile keeps going up and down. So it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. They're doing all the things in the right direction. Also, they crossed their all-time high today. 137 was their all-time high. But again, that's what I'm saying, guys. There are so many options. See, New Gen, a lot of people are saying Apollo Tricot, Apollo Tubes, Lux Industries. Yeah, there are hundreds and hundreds of stocks that are good, right? But I'm just keeping these as my, everyone has their core portfolio. This is my core portfolio. I'm happy, whatever. It'll make as much returns as your other stocks also. If I do more stocks, I'll over diversify myself. And if I over diversify myself, what's the point? Granules also very good, right? I don't do cyclical stocks because I'm trading long term. I invest for long term, not for short term. Uh, so I don't do cyclical stock. Got it? Got it? Got it? Got it? How often do you rebalance? Not often, because see those top 10 stocks, I don't need to rebalance. I don't think I should rebalance it at all. I'll only keep, see, even if one has gone up too much, no, for example, like Lotus has gone up like almost 100%. I don't care about rebalancing, to be honest, because it's still going up for me. As long as money is being made, I am not too keen on rebalancing. So yeah, that's all. Have you exited weekend investing? So I'll tell you one what today only I exited weekend investing, MIMT all cap. It's not bad at all. Okay, it's not because it was bad. I didn't exit because it was bad, but I guess why I exited it. Guess why I exited weekend investing. No, not for, yeah, faster train. Swapnil was right. No. So the weird thing was my 10 stocks, my core portfolio. My own small case was outperforming the MIMT all cap small case for now. So I said, why should I keep my money there and waste it? Let me just invest in mine, because mine went up by 10% in 1 month and theirs went up by 4% in 1 month. That's a loss of 6%. And I said, okay, you know what? This is just starting, because all the 10 stocks are amazing. and they have lots to go ahead, right? Happiest Minds has a lot. Happiest Minds slightly overvalued at this point. No idea why, but it's still going up for some weird reason, even though it's overvalued. But maybe it's, yeah, whatever. Tata Alexi is another 5G player, okay, for the future. You should, for all the people who want to retire with a lot of money, this is a very, 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 very strong bet, right? Alexi, very strong bet. So now I'll tell you what. So currently, for the next 1.5 years, I'm going to be very heavy on tech businesses, IT mainly than tech. Reason why I'm IT more than tech is because the dollar rate is very beneficial for IT companies right now. So I'm going to be a little heavy on them. When the dollar rate turns around, I'll reduce my allocation a little bit from IT and put it in other stocks. So for now, it is just heavy on ID. IT, CDSL is damn good. IRCTC, I want to accumulate a little bit. I'm not getting the. I'm waiting for the train to start. For the train company to start its train, I'm waiting. But today it went up by 6%. My God, crazy. Yeah. IRCTC is very good, man. That is something that you guys should keep again. Mm, awesome. Okay, let's see what's happening in the news today. But good day. I think it was a good day for everyone. Did you guys enjoy? Now, if someone comes and says, "No, sir, I have not made money," or whatever that crap nonsense, I'll kick you guys. Because now from here onwards, if anyone loses money, do not even think of blaming me right now. Okay? I have got you this far. Okay? I have got you this far. Now it is on you guys to figure out everything else. My job of 30% returns in what, Feb onwards. What is now? March, April, May, Feb, March, April, May, June. In 5 months, you've got 30% returns. Now I am now don't ask me anything. Because now also I'll tell you what will happen. Right now everyone's happy, everyone's being very sweet, and then suddenly the market will turn, the bear market will come, and everyone will be like, dude, nothing's moving, sir. Abhi, in the bull market, people are telling me it is not moving. Imagine what will happen in the bear market, right? And I will not have the patience also to sit and I will not have the patience to sit and talk to them and tell them, why, sir, what is this, sir, and all that. Imagine bull market, people are like, sir, Subex is not moving. It's been at 52 from 10 days. Ye wo. What can I do? Can I go push it? I'll be like, stock, please go up a little bit. Thoda upar ja, chalo, be a good boy. I can't do anything, right? I'm playing 5 year game. You guys are playing 1 month game. I can't help it. Imagine bear market में तो 6 months stock won't move, dude. It'll only move once in 3 months in the bear market. क्या दिमाग खाएगा public? Madness, very very madness. Yeah. So but the main logic here is when I did that video in Feb. I remember all of you. I don't know how many of you will remember the video, but I did the video in Feb, and I clearly mentioned that you have to keep this for 1 year for you to see the real advantage of power of fundamental investing. Feb 19th, I had done it. I said to see the power of fundamental investing, you have to wait for 1 year. In 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, you cannot see the power of fundamental analysis, right? And there were times in the middle, right, when March, April, where a lot of you guys lost hope also, right, because it was going down. I remember once the 1,000 small case went up by 7% and it was down back to zero, right? So a lot of people in the middle are like, oh my god, everything went down, this and that, when the market itself was going down. Some people would have exited also at that point, getting scared. But then slowly what happened, it went up. Strategy for the bear market, very good question by Shreyans, right? I love bear markets. Can someone tell me why I love bear markets? Yeah, yeah. So I'll tell you what, if you understand this logic in your head that the stock market will always go up, right? Whatever happens, stock market will go up. Aaj nahi to kal, nahi to parso, nahi to tarso, stock market will go up always, right? So when the stock market is always going up, right? You averaging upwards is the worst thing you can do, right? You have to average upwards, it's fine, but I would not prefer averaging upwards. I would always prefer averaging downwards or averaging at the same cost, so that if it actually goes up tomorrow, I'm very happy. Now see, think about me, guys. I bought Loris at 280 in front of y'all, right? Now if I have to buy Loris right now and average it, you know how sad I'll feel, because it's 280, and if I average it at 650, my average will directly go to 300, almost 400, right? My average will become 400, which is so sad, right? But if Lotus was at 280, remember Lotus was at 280 for almost 2.5 months. It was trading at 280 after the stock split, right? At that point, if you accumulate it for 2 months, now you will be like, Shashank, I don't get so much money. 2 months, matlab max to max two salaries will come. And I can average for 2 months, right? That's it. That's all you can do. 2 months you'll get salary, 2 months you'll invest, and you had only 2 months of averaging. But in a bear market, okay, in a bear market, you almost have 12 months of averaging, minimum 7 8 months of averaging, right? Imagine after, and what happens after a bear market, what follows after a bear market? A beautiful bull market, right? So pura bear market, if it is going down, if it goes down by 5%, 7%, 10%, don't cry, don't feel sad, invest, keep buying, keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. Because once you keep averaging lower, 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 suddenly you'll be like, okay, cool, now I have an average of 400 in Lotus Labs. And then the bull market will start. Lotus Labs will be trading at 1800. It'll go up like 2 3 times in the in the bear market. In the bull market, it'll go up by 2 3 times, and you would have accumulated that wealth over past 7 months. So when all the other people lose hope in the bear market and they're all crying, and you'll see everything going down and more ITC memes coming, you should be the most happiest person. In fact, you should tell other people also, yeah, 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 bear market, you better sell everything right now. Push the stock price even lower, let it go down. Then you know what your fundamental picks are, you know what is strong, you know what is great. When you know what is good and great, start picking them up at discounted rates. But if the bear market happens and you go pick up some stock like Suzlon, or you pick up some 3 rupees 4 rupees stock, then I have nothing to say, right? In fact, a lot of people still come and ask me about penny stocks, okay, whether it's good or bad. And I'm like, when there are mid cap stocks performing better than penny stocks, why you want to take that added risk and added tension to invest in penny stocks when there are good mid cap stocks doing really well, right? So isn't that good? Yeah. Cheh, someone should do Shashank Udapa exposed video. I'm just waiting. It'll be so fun. There'll be like small case video exposed. I don't even know what they'll expose. That's the best part. Everything's up. Not one thing is down. Everything's up. I want to see what they'll expose, dude. After rebalancing, also it went up. So I don't know what. Sad, dude. It should not go up. No, at least one or two should be down a little bit, right? I should rebalance something and it should go down just to um, make people realize, yeah, not up enough. Yeah, yeah, that is the, yeah, yeah, I actually want to see. Yeah, they'll be like, the benchmark large cap index went up by 25% and Shashank only gave 30%. She, what a waste. Or they'll be like, benchmark index also 30, Shashank also 30, so you could have just invested in the index and you could have made money. In fact, if it was that easy, everyone would have done it. No, why people are not doing? So it's very interesting, my friends. Very interesting. सबको करना है कुछ ना कुछ, but people, that's good thing in our thing, right? Everyone likes blaming, nobody likes, like, अपना गलती तो नहीं है. Not at all, not at all our fault. It is someone else's fault also. The some stock price not moving, Shashank, why it's not moving? How I know? Am I the CEO of that company? Not at all. But still, it's interesting. Okay, let's quickly look at some news. Okay, let's quickly look at some news. Oh, Arman Financial Services. No, I don't know, man. I didn't enjoy that so much. But apparently, it's really good. Apparently, it's really good. But again, I didn't. So I went through that article. I was literally planning to make one small case of only the SOIC thing and just to check, not to invest, but to track, right? But because it definitely had some good companies in that, from the top 10 small cap. Really nice. But I think small case doesn't have a few stocks. Like, for example, RACL and PIX are not there on small case, so it was a little difficult. Wipro is always good, man. I mean, what is wrong in Wipro? Yeah. By the way, it's Rakesh Junjanwala's birthday, apparently. I don't know. I don't like something. Something is not right with the story, dude. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up in his story. I'll tell you why. So you know that India loves good stories, right? Or Indians love good stories. Do you agree? Like Indians love good stories. So I just looked at an article right now which said Happy birthday Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Midas Touch investor who turned 5,000 rupees into 34,000 crore empire. Okay, 5,000 rupees to 34,000 crores. By the way, he was trading in, he did his first trade with 5,000 rupees in 1985 when Sensex was trading at 150 points, my friends. 150 in 1985. 150 points, right? Now today it's at 50. What is that today? 52,880. Let me do one thing. 52,880 divided by 150. 352 times multiplier. 352 times multiplier. In the last how many ever 20, 20, 30 years. Right? 85 matlab 95, 2005, 2015. Okay, 37, 35 years it's gone up by 320 times. My God. Mad, no? So yeah, even if you add inflation, it's gone up by 330 times. So it's very big. It's okay. So he began investing. At present, he holds 34,000 crores. But again, how did he start with 5,000 and then how did he get the capital to make more and more and more is the interesting question. Because if you have actually read his story, he bought, I think he bought Tata Tea or something like that, and then he sold Tata Tea after that. Then some cases happened, yes. So he bought Tata Tea, sold Tata Tea, he got 3x return apparently, right? uh, he bought it at 5,000 and then sold it after a few months for three times the cost, but then 5,000 would be 15,000, correct? Still doesn't justify how he became. And it's not that easy to multiply your money in the stock. See, he bought 5,000 shares of Tata Tea at 27 and sold it at 127. But if you do 5,000 shares of Tata Tea into 27, that's more than 5,000 rupees, no? So I don't think he started with 5,000 rupees, to be honest. That's what I was just trying to tell you, right? I think he started with lakhs. He must have started with little more, not 5,000 rupees. Thoda kam ही lag raha hai, like, to be honest. And that too, if you have 1 lakh in 1985, if you had 1 lakh, means you were quite rich. Yeah, see, Shubham is saying he started with 10 lakhs. But 10 lakhs in 1985 was extremely expensive. Huh? That's crazy. No, no, no. See, whatever it is. No, I'm saying what he's done is great, obviously, right? Because whether it's 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, or 10 crores or 1 crore, even if he had 1 crore at that point and if he built 35,000 crores, that's an achievement, right? Even if he had 10 lakhs and built it to 35,000 crore, that is an achievement. Whatever he's done till now is an achievement. That is not wrong. But I think story of 5,000 rupees starting is thoda not right. So, guys, tomorrow when people say my story, so you please tell them I started with 300 rupees and invested in one Lotus Labs, and I started with that, and then from 300 rupees to whatever that time, as a news article, aega, and they'll call you guys, no, for what is that? They'll call you guys for review, and they'll be like, please give us some tips. So you tell them, yeah, he started with 300 rupees only. What? From where? 300 rupees to 3,000 crores. Inshallah. I hope it happens one day. But first, let me reach 3 crores and then I will go to 300 and then 3,000. One by one, step by step process. Yeah, ये तो recording भी रहेगा. Yes, 300 rupees वाला recording. Yeah, so crazy. One by one, step by step. Life is long. I'm only playing long term game. In fact, a lot of people come and talk to me today also, nowadays, right? Where they keep showing off with their money to me and all that. And I keep telling them, boss, you have money now. It's fine. We'll meet after, like, when I'm 45, 50, or 55 also, you give me time. Let me meet you after 45, 50 years, right? Because you're getting money now and you're spending it on everything. I'm getting money now and I'm saving it like one miser. Let me just wait till 45, 50 and then we'll see what to do, right? What is this Kirubai, dude? What people are saying Kirubai, Kirubai, Kirubai. Yeah, everyone has their own theory. So let's see. Oh, by the way, Zomato's IPO plans got approved by SEBI. SEBI formally approved Zomato IPO plan, and Zomato's coming out with their IPO, raising 1.2 billion. What do you think is going to happen, guys? What do you think is going to happen with Zomato IPO? Boom, boom, boom. Listing price prediction, listing boom, 2x oversupply. Yeah. It's going to be a premium listing for sure. Okay, it's definitely going to be IPO gains. Um, Hey, but also, guys, I don't think it's that easy. I'll tell you why. I don't think it'll be oversubscribed so much. Tell me why it won't be oversubscribed so much. Might not be that oversubscribed. I'll tell you why. Because yeah, the amount is too big. The amount is too big. The amount of money that they're raising from the market is 8,000 crores. It's not a small amount, right? So I don't know. I don't know whether it might become oversubscribed, but it won't be oversubscribed by 550x, 30x, and all, because it might be oversubscribed by maybe 3x, 4x, 5x. But you can try. But the problem is, I know for a fact, yeah, 10% is retail. So out of 8,200 crores, around 800 crores is retail investors, right? Now, I don't know how many people will come and subscribe to that 800 crores. So let's see. Okay, it's 7,950 crores. Correct. Either way, let's see what's going to happen. But definitely, it looks like it's going to be a very hot topic, and uh, everyone's going to be talking about this new investment. So it's going to be fun to watch. I will try applying to the IPO. If I get it, great. If I do not get it in the IPO, then I will wait for the first 1 week, let things settle down after 1 week, and after things settle down, I will try rebuying it at whatever cost it is. Because again, it's just listing now. It's gonna be there for another 10 years easily, right? Zomato is not going anywhere anytime soon. So let's see. So we will just keep it. Delta Corp apparently went up today. Guess why? Delta Corp went up today. Mr. Delta Corp went up by 4%. So Delta Corp went up by 4%, 5% as casino operations are ready to resume in Sikkim. In Sikkim, casino operations have gone up. Dude, they should open casinos closer to the city. Like every city should have one casino. Like Bombay make casino, Bangalore make casino. It's so difficult because you have to go to Goa once. You have to go to Goa to play. Go inside a casino. You have to go to Goa number one. Now, if there's Goa shut, then you have to go to Sikkim. Imagine that if for all the gamblers who want to gamble, they have to go to Sikkim to play, dude. If not Nepal, right? So it's very difficult. They should open one in every city. That is why all these other, lot of people have this gambling addiction, right? Um, they keep playing these poker, online poker, rummy. Now some people have started doing fantasy cricket, fantasy football. Literally now there's fantasy everything. I recently saw there's a new company coming out with fantasy stock market, like literally fantasy stock market. And I'm like, dude, matlab fantasy sab kuch. Right? Anything that is a game, fantasy dal do usme, right? Anything that is not a game, like stock market is not a game, but there is fantasy that also. Concept is nothing. It's like mock stock, and you have a particular time, and in that particular time, whoever wins in the next 15 days wins. The crypto fantasy game is there, fantasy cricket, everything fantasy is there, bro. Like, first of all, as if the real thing was not enough, that you had to make the fantasy game also. That's literally like gambling only. So it's insane. Yeah, crazy. Okay, another news. KKR is planning to acquire seven highway assets from global infrastructure partners. Interesting. Seven highway projects with a total length of 487 kilometers. It is planning to take it from this company called GIP. Interesting. Is it built or is it being built? Because if it is already built, then it is the best time to buy right now because no one's even using the road. Right? So it's very interesting. Nice. Okay. KKR is very smart. Paytm is also filing its DRHP next week for $2.3 billion IPO. So yeah, not that KKR, guys. Oh my God, it's the different KKR. It's not that KKR. KKR is a big fund in India, financial big, massive, massive financial fund in India. So please don't say it is KKR. Yes, Paytm is planning to file its DRHP next week for a $2.3 billion IPO. We will do a proper analysis of this IPO as well when they release the DRHP. Okay. By the way, I'm putting some videos on my personal YouTube again about basics, which was basically basics which a lot of people wanted. Um, I'm putting out one video on ELSS. I'm putting out one video on index funds. What is index funds? How to look at index funds? Why is it good? What are the different type of index funds? What are the new index funds coming in the market? There's by okay. By the way, for all the people who are planning to invest in index funds, I don't know whether you guys have, but there is a new one coming called Navi, and it's definitely interesting to watch. Why is it interesting to watch? Because it is coming out with the lowest. Apparently, it's coming out with the lowest expense ratio in the market. 0.06%. 0.06%. The next highest is 0.15. Right? Heard about it from Variku. Dude, this Variku is making videos so fast. So fast he made off one index fund video. Mr. Variku. Very interesting. Sergi is very fast. Where he did, bro? He was live yesterday. No, Variku is good, man. Yeah, he's got a massive, beautiful. Oh, he went live yesterday. I like his setup. It's so nice. Nice. What is those, dude? What are those super chat he's getting, bro? 1,000 rupees. One guy only 1,000 rupees. To I love you, sir. Gurpreet from Learn for Exam. Amazing startup course. 2,000 bucks. Oh my god. Nice man. Nice man. Crazy fellow, dude. $5, dude. I didn't know you can get dollars also. Wow. So nice. Yeah, but it's good. Paisa hi paisa. No, man. I mean, see, a lot of people say this, right? Where this is the time. So basically, this is the time for content creators to make a lot of money, first of all. Why do I say this is the time for content creators to make a lot of money? Because most of the startups that are getting funded today, okay, most of the startups that get funded today have to put that money into marketing somewhere or the other, correct? Now there's no TV, like all the youngsters right now are only listening to YouTube and Snapchat and everywhere else, right? So they're not doing anything else, so they're investing a lot of their money into influencers, correct? Do you guys agree to that? Everything is going into influencers or content creators. This is the perfect time, and this will last only for 1 year, right? Next year, that's it, this will be done. This whole trend of influencers getting mad deals, but they're enjoying right now. A lot of money is coming to I itself get so many deals, like so many deals, okay, which keeps coming across. I say no to 90% of them. I only do 10%, right? Because I'm little picky and choosy when it comes to what do you call that, I'm very picky and choosy when it comes to brands, because I don't like promoting something, right? I will talk about something. I will make people think about something. I will discuss about something, but I can't go like do that direct promotion saying, okay, this is buy this or buy that, or do this or do that. That is something that I don't usually like doing. But I will talk about something, right? So for example, if you tell me talk about mutual funds, and if some company comes and says, can you talk about my mutual fund also, I'll be like, I'll talk about your company, but I will not recommend anything, right? That will I will leave it for other people to figure out. I will not tell people go buy this, go buy that. So for me, automatically out of 100 deals, I can only take like three or four. That's it. So it's very sad. So for me, it's more integrations than more than no, it's not philanthropy. I just so I tell you what I told you guys before, right? I did one ad before, like a proper sponsored post ad. I hated it. I felt like I sold myself for some reason, right? I felt really bad. It was horrible. It was just a 90-second brand integration, but I felt so weird after doing that. And swore that I won't do this again until and unless it's absolutely required for me to do it. I'm happy being an influencer who does freelancing work. Like, okay, Grow wants me to do one or two videos for them, which is giving knowledge to people. Great. I'm not promoting anything, I'm not promoting anyone. I'm a freelancer doing it for them. I'm very happy. Okay, if tomorrow someone else wants me to do something for them, I'll happily do one video for them where knowledge is being given. But if there's anything where they'll be like, take this bottle of water and sell it, I'm like, nay, nay, nay. It's little weird. So it's not philanthropy. I obviously take money from people. Um, but I don't take money from I don't take money to promote something directly. I take I only do deals where I can talk about something, right? I don't like telling people do this or do that. So yeah, get Tanmay Bhatt on scenes, collab with Tanmay Bhatt. Yeah, one day, man. Eventually, we will do that. Don't worry. We will definitely get Tanmay Bhatt on scenes. Hopefully, if he agrees to it, we will get him. Why not? SOIC collab. I don't know who SOIC is. I don't know what's his name, man. I don't know where to find him. I couldn't find him on Instagram. Also, I would definitely love to. I mean, I go and see his sessions so much. It's so nice. I don't know where he is. He on Instagram, or is he a YouTuber only, or is he on LinkedIn, Twitter? I have no idea. But really good content. What he does is, the amount of work that they put in is insane, right? So that's good. Yeah, so someone was asking why only 1 year this will last and not more, because see, now lot of funds are pumping money into startups. Startups have to spend, but when tomorrow the funds don't pump money into startups, startups will not spend on influencers. So another 1 year max this will last, maybe 1.5 years if people are lucky, but this is the bull market for influencers also. So yeah, 1 year it'll last, and then everything will go back to normal. So it's okay, but more startups will come. Yes, startups will keep coming, but then money will not come so much, no. You need big money, you need big money from funds usually come up with money, invest all their money, and then wait for a few years for the funds to actually for the funds have to make money. They have to get exits, no, from their existing startups. So they'll wait for 2 3 years, and then once they get exit from the startups, they'll make money. So that's what it. Shark Tank coming into India, yeah, but the money in Shark Tank is all angel investing. Yeah, it's not big. It's not like 10 million, 25 million, 30 million. If you have 25, 30 million is when you can do aggressive marketing. If you have 1 crore in the bank account, you can't go talk to influencers and say, hey, come, I'll give you one money, you do one episode for us. It's not cheap, by the way. Influencers are not cheap at all, they're very expensive, right? So don't think about it from that perspective. It's not easy at all. Instagram is put, yeah, I mean, I feel bad, like, to be honest. Yes, content creators obviously are doing so much work, so much effort. They should definitely get paid, right? Get paid their due, because it's not easy putting out content, to be honest, right? And it's very difficult to keep putting out content like this on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and being relevant and putting out good content. It's not easy, it's quite difficult. Kunal is asking what is my charges. Sorry, Kunal. That is confidential as always. But it's good. It's decent. No, I mean, it's not great because I should be taking all the deals that come my way and make nice money this year. But I don't do that. Yeah, sadly, I don't take all the deals. So I also have this weird thing where I will only do big brands. I will not do small brands. I'm very weird that way. Like, if some unknown brand comes to me, I'll be like, hey, you're too small. I will not do it. A little weird it is. I should, like, a lot of people do, no? Like, new companies that come, they promote it. I'll be like, no, man, I don't like it. I want only known names, recognized name. 5 lakhs, sir. No, bro. Oh my god, if I had 5 lakhs, I would be jumping up and down. No, 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 no. Very much lower than that. I hope someone pays me 5 lakhs. That'd be nice. No, it's just not me, man. I don't like doing all that. Yeah, somewhere around that range only. What you guys are saying, 50 to 1 depends on who's giving what. But I barely do anything. So I mean, people have. I'll tell you, there are some people who have offered much more, like literally a lot, right? But I've said no to all of them. Most of them, all these new startups with new money and a lot of money, they have offered to pay me a lot, and I don't do all that. Grow is not a Grow is a different deal. It's not that much. Grow is a very different deal where I have to. I basically like a freelance. It's on a per video basis, and isn't it hard to say no? Of course, it's hard to say no. Like, I think even recently I got approached by another company, crypto company, who wants me to do around 12 episodes for them on YouTube, and they were paying me a bomb, okay, for doing 12 episodes a month on YouTube. Like, I just told them no today. I said, now, Upay, it's too difficult because I have a company to run. I'm already doing some videos on the side for Grow. I can't do it on your channel as well and another channel. It's too difficult for me to do it. Uh, yeah, it's tough, man. Like, the thing is, if I was a full-time content creator, right? If I was 100% full-time content creator, then obviously I have to do anything and everything that comes my way, right? Because I have to make some kind of money. But I'm not a full-time content creator. I did it out of passion, and I'll continue doing it out of passion. If I don't have a job, right, then I'll become more money minded, right? If I don't have a job, I'll become more money minded. But if I have a job, or if I now, because I have a job, I can choose passion over money, right? But if I don't have a job, then I have to choose money over passion, or try to keep both in the same thing. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So I'm happy what I'm doing right now. I can mix and match both worlds, create good content for everyone, and run Avalon on the side as well. So it's a nice mix and match for me from both sides. So I'm happy. But the minute something happens, something goes bad, startup life is very unstable and risky. If something goes wrong or something goes bad, I'll have to turn into a full-time content creator, and then you'll see me selling courses and all that. Everything will happen one by one. Slowly everything will happen. So yeah, let's see. Who knows what the world has in store for people? We will see after a point. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, I'll always do good everywhere, don't worry. No, I don't like selling pre-recorded course. I like doing Pro League. I'll tell you why I like doing Pro League, because Pro League is live, right? It's live, one is to many sessions. It's not a webinar. It's me talking to 100 people, chilling with them. In fact, each of the current Pro Leagues that are there, one and two, are like so sweet, right? I still go and talk to them, chit chat with them. They find some stocks, because it's live. It's not a pre-recorded course that I shoot once in my life and then keep circling out forever, right? Pro League is where I sit and teach. When I come live once a week or twice a week, sit down, go through stocks with people. It's very nice. So it's nice. Yeah, yeah. That is something I like, because I like teaching people. I like interacting with people. If it is not, if it's just a pre-recorded course, I don't know. I've never tried it, to be honest. I've never tried monetizing a pre-recorded course. So let's see. Okay, awesome. Okay, chalo. I think that's it for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys liked it. Everything is nice. Okay. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow slightly early, little early we'll do, because I have one podcast tomorrow, and I'm so excited for Anil Lamba's podcast in the weekend also. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. Okay. Awesome. Disclaimer. Whatever I said today was not a recommendation to buy or sell. I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So please read the offer document carefully before investing, and please invest after doing your own research. And I have not done anything for that. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.